Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. I didn't say this. This was said by Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of United States of America. He said this in the 1700s. Let me be clear, I'm not by this saying that freedom of speech should protect you from saying something silly or stupid. Freedom of expression is not absolute. You cannot lie, you cannot malign, and you cannot run down people with your speech. In the name of freedom of expression, you will face the consequences. A journalist with Power FM made some false claims against the president and was arrested for publishing false news with intent to cause fear and alarm. He was subsequently jailed for 14 days for contempt of court. Head of pressure group ASEPA, Mensa Thompson, was also arrested for publishing false news with intent to cause fear and alarm. And only yesterday, an Accra FM presenter was also arrested for publishing false news with intent to cause fear and alarm. The police said he had made false statements against some individuals. It has now emerged that it was against the First Lady. Now, the offense of publication of false news with intent to cause fear and alarm to the public is provided for under Section 208 of Act 29. And it appears the police has been busy in recent times enforcing this particular law, which makes nonsense of the repeal of the criminal libel law. Why do I say this? Well, the African Court in 2014 ruled on a very important case, Konate versus Burkina Faso. The court stated that apart from serious and very exceptional circumstances, for example, incitement to international crimes or public incitement to hatred, violence, discrimination, the violation of laws on freedom of speech and press cannot be sanctioned by custodial sentences. This decision sets the standard that governments should not criminalize defamation. It is the first case in Africa to set such a high standard for freedom of expression, and it creates a strong precedent for the region. So why is the state pursuing criminal cases for defamation when the issues are not grave? The individuals who have been wronged by false publications can go to the National Media Commission for a rejoinder or even pursue a civil case against the state. Why is the state falling back on archaic laws? Because the perception that it is creating is that it is trying to stifle freedom of expression. To think that this is happening under the presidency of Nana Akufo-Addo, a respected former Attorney General who repealed the criminal libel law, is most unfortunate. What is the difference between the repealed law and Section 208 of Act 29? We repeat, we are not saying that the state should not punish persons for publishing false news. What we are saying is that the state should not impose custodial sanctions for freedom of expression violations that are not grave. If someone says you've stolen and you have not, pursue a civil case. After the election of Speaker Alban Bagbin, Asawase MP Muntaka Mohammed alleged that a top Supreme Court judge tried influencing an NDC member of parliament. He later apologized and retracted. Why is the police not chasing after him for the publication of false news with intent to cause fear and alarm? Were we not alarmed by this news? This is not to target him, but why is he off the hook? Here at Joy News, we have fact-checked many ridiculous claims that could amount to the publication of false news to cause fear and alarm. So why is the police being selective? Journalists are not perfect. They are fallible. Let's punish them, but not in a way that would erode freedom of expression. Once a government is committed to the principle of silencing the voice of opposition, it has only one way to go, and that is down the path of increasingly repressive measures until it becomes a source of terror to all its citizens and creates a country where everyone lives in fear. These are the words of US President Harry Truman, and there is everything true about this quote.